Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 16, 2022. In today's segment, we'll take a look at stocks to avoid. These are the stocks with high valuation. And if you're savvy with the options, instead of avoiding, you could buy put options and you could buy put spreads as well as back ratio spreads. We will talk about these spreads also and understand how to really benefit from these high valuation stocks. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So we'll start with a quick market update and look at stocks to avoid. These are the high valuation stocks and market does not like them. And we'll talk about my favorite option strategies to benefit from these high valuation stocks. I love high valuation stocks because you could do these option strategies like buying put spreads, put ratio, back spread, and benefit from them. And finally, we'll do conclusion with few of my favorite stock to avoid and also benefit from these stocks by playing option strategies. All right, let's jump in here and get started. Look, from a market update perspective, futures are opening up to be a little bit better today. Look, Dow Jones Industrial Average futures are up slightly, up 15. But look, we are still in the downtrend here. The trend is down. When the trend is down, it pays to play downtrending strategies like buying puts, put spreads, especially on the high valuation stocks which do not justify that high valuation. Look, we got same story. S&P 500 also down, and look, it's opening up to be a down day in S&P 500 slightly. It's down 3.50, and we got Nasdaq down, Russell down, and so on and so forth. Only one thing which is going well is the interest rate here. Our interest rates are going higher. That's going to have impact on the stock market in general. And generally, oil is doing well, as you can see here. Slight weakness today in the futures market. We'll keep a watch on that too. Gold is a good one. I would rather buy some gold at these levels and hedge it, so that way it's a safe haven when the market tanks. After a while, gold can go higher. All right, let's jump in here and look at stocks to avoid. These are the stocks with the high valuation. I love them because I can sell them put options and put spreads and so on and so forth, and you can make some money as the market comes down. And we should really benefit from stock market going up as well as going down. That's one of the reasons I love these high valuation stocks. You don't need to own them, but you could think about strategies to really benefit from them. All right, so with that, look here, we got the list here. Top of the list, we got ITCI, Intracellular. It's a biotech stock, as many of you know here. And the reason I love this stock is, look, as you look through this here, look, the stock price is about $59, as you see here. And as you scan through here, look, it's a solvency ratio is in the negative. It's really difficult for this company to stay solvent because solvency ratio is so red. So it's very, they're really buying some time here. And look, net margin is negative. That tells you this company is not making any money. RSI is 58. That tells you stock has gone up in the recent past. Look, in 1 day, 7 day, 10 days, it's up nicely here. This is when I jump in and sell some put options and put spreads and so on and so forth. And look, this company is buyback yield is negative. That tells you this company issues more stock than retiring. That's why it's a stock dilution leader here. So that's why I don't like it too much. And look, from a free cash flow perspective, free cash flow is negative $296 million. And look, from a 52-week high perspective, it's almost at 52-week high. So these are my prime candidates. And also look here, price to sales ratio or valuation as you call it, it's very high, 49. This is a prime candidate. I would do short these type of stocks all day long and go from there. And then we got few more here. Look, we got MRTX here, Mirati has got a price to sales ratio of 42 here, and its RSI is let's see here, RSI is 34. RSI is low. That tells you stock is sold off here. And as you see here, this one also has difficulty with the solvency here. Solvency ratio is really very negative here. and next year EPS growth is also negative, and negative free cash flow. These are my favorite stocks. I would short them or buy put option all day long. And then what I will do is I will take you to IRTC here. We can look at Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade and see how to benefit from such stocks. All right, so let's jump in here and go to Thinkorswim platform. Look, I will take you to a quick chart here. ITCI, intracellular therapeutics. Look what's going on. Stock has dropped off big time, as you can see here. Big huge drop here, and look what's going on here. Stock is jumping up big time like there is no tomorrow. And look, right now implied volatility shooting higher. IV percentile is still 13. That tells you IV is low here. That's why when the IV is low like this and stock is going higher, you would rather just buy put option and be done with it, because you're not paying too much money because IV percentile is low. If the IV percentile is high, I would do other strategies. IV percentile is low, you could just buy put option, or even for that matter put spread. And look, right now looks like folks are buying this stock here. It's going higher, cruising higher from a check-in, on the balance volume perspective, and check-in money flow perspective also cruising higher. So it's, at least by looking at this, I feel like it's gone up too quickly, too fast. So that's why I look at strategies to benefit from it. And what we'll do is we'll go into this option chain here, and look, it's a $59 stock here. All-time high is 66, a couple, maybe $10 more or so. And because we are buying put option here, I could go all the way here, and right now it's at $59. I could go here to around say $60. I could buy some put option right here. Click here, buy put option, and go from there. I could just buy it. If I confirm and send here, look, I'm buying put options in ITCI, mainly because IV percentile is low right now, and because I am buying put option. Look, I'm paying here, cost of the trade is about $970, not too much here, and go from there. So as the stock comes down here, I will make some money. Now my break-even price is $50. Right now stock is at 59. As the stock comes down below 50, I will start making money. This is one of my favorite strategies. I would do this on the high octane stocks or high valuation stocks and go from there. So if you're not comfortable to do this outright, you could also do a spread here. So we got stock is at $59. You could actually do you could do 70-60 here. That's a good one. You could go here and buy a spread here, vertical spread here, 70 and say 60 here. There you go. All right, so you're paying $6.60 here, and remaining $3.40 is your max profit potential. This is one way to do here. It's not making you too much money. I would rather do just buy put option like we talked about. So that's the second strategy. And a third strategy I love very well is really to do a ratio back spread. To do ratio back spread, I would do something like this. 65 and 55 could be a good one. I would go here 65 and buy a back ratio spread. Look, what we're doing is we are buying 260 here and selling 165. So for that we are paying $6 here. So look, $60 is right here, $60 is right here. So we are buying two put options. We are net buyers of put option, and we are basically financing it a little bit by selling a put options at 65. So right here, so 65 here, we are selling a put option. We are buying two at 60, as you can see here. So this is a nice spread here. So if you want to look at the profitability of this, I will take you to analyze trade tab with the Thinkorswim here, and what we'll do is we'll look at one of these trades here. I got two here. I will remove one of them here, and go with this. Look, here we got the trade here. It's a ratio spread. I love this ratio put spread trade. Look, right now we are here. Your maximum loss is right here at $60. If the stock stays at $60, by 19th of August, we got a lot of time in our favor here. Then you will lose maximum. That's the money that's the maximum that you could lose here. But if the stock stays, if stock goes down, look, you'll make money. As the stock goes down, your profit gets accelerated. That's one of the reasons I love this stock. We are net buyers of put option here. So we are buying 2 put options right here, and we are selling 1 put option right here. That's why it's a net buy scenario here. And as stock goes down, our profit will start accelerating, as you can see here. That's why it's one of my favorite strategies here. So as you can see here, we are buying once, we are selling 165 here, which is at the higher price here, and buying 260, which is at a lower price. As the stock goes below 60 here, which is our bought position here, then you start making big bucks. That's one of the reasons I love this strategy. I love this. I do this all day long for these high octane stocks and make some money out of it through this option strategy. All right, let's jump back into our slide here. Look at few more candidates. And look, we got few more candidates here. All right, let's get rid of this text box here. All right, so we got few more candidates here. Look, we got my favorite stocks like Snowflake here. I would do same thing on Snowflake. Snowflake also is read into the solvency here, minus 42, not too solvent, as you can see here. And look, it's a net margin negative company. Companies are not making money right now. Even though it's a better stock, but market does not like it. You could go after these stocks. Look at the valuation here, 39, which is too high for me. So you could do these things on these stocks here. I would do same thing on Zscaler. Zscaler, again, negative net margin here. You could do same strategy on this Zscaler and make some good amount of money. And list goes on and on here. All these, look at the price to sales ratio here. It's squarely very high here. And my favorite stocks are to look at the solvency ratio here. Look at the negative solvency ratio. Look, we got 2 more here. Got DRE, Duke Realty. I would not do that on Duke Realty, but I would do it on Team and ALNY. So Team or Atlassian is a good stock, but look, high valuation, and also look, solvency ratio is negative. You could do, with such stocks, you could comfortably play this game here. And as you go through here, we got the list continues here. We got a few more here, and keep a watch here. All I got high valuation here. Look at the PS ratio, comfortably about 10 here. I would focus on these candidates here with the very red in the solvency ratio. For example, CGen is a biotech stock, as many of you know here. Look, solvency ratio is negative. And as a gravy, you could also look at the buyback yield and look at some stocks that are really polluting the market with share count, like this one right here. You could take a look at those ones also. And we got one here, IRTC, iRhythm. Look, iRhythm has got a solvency ratio which is negative here. And look, it's also making losing money, net margin negative. You could play such game here. And iRhythm, as you scan through here from a IV percentile perspective, let's look at iRhythm here, IRTC. IV percentile is let's see here, 40, which is not too bad here. You could play that game here also. And we got a few more, as you can see here. We could play the same game. There are some hot shot stocks here, like Hubspot as an example. Hubspot, as you can see here, it's next solvency ratio is -1, high octane stock here. You could play this game on stocks like Hubspot, which is one of my favorite stock here. But given there is a high valuation, you could play this game and do Hubspot also. All right, so if you want to play Hubspot, let me take you back here. I would rather play this game on stocks like right here, BPMC blueprint. Look here, its solvency ratio is negative right now, and net margin is also negative. You could play on stocks like BPMC here, given stock market does not like these type of stocks off late here. So you could go here to BPMC here and look at the chart here. Let's look at BPMC. Look, blueprint is not doing great, as you can see here. IV percentile is 66 here, and stock is trying to go up here. Look, we got BPMC right here, and this stock is let's see here. It's right now it's almost 53% down from 52-week high here. You could play such game on these type of stocks here. So if you want to play this game on this stock here, you could go here to BPMC, go to trade tab here, put BPMC, and I would just go here, and stock price is at 54 right now. I would go a little higher. I would go probably 60 here. You could do 60-50 type spread. You could do back ratio spread here, and go to back ratio right here 50. We are buying one at 60 here, as you can see here, and we are buying two. I would change it to 50 here. It's a back ratio spread, as you can see here. You're actually getting money here. You're actually getting a credit here, as you can see here. You're getting $1, and let's see, we are buying one at 60, selling two at 50. Yeah, you're getting money. That's a good story here. So I would just analyze this tab trade here. Go to analyze trade tab here. We got our back ratio spread, and our date is, let's see, 19th of August. I could change this to 19th of August right here. I think we got it already. Look, on this one here, I think on this one here, we are buying two at 50 here. We are selling one at 60. As the stock goes down here, our maximum loss, as you can see here, is when the stock stays at 50. But if the stock goes below here, below 50 here, we would start making money, because we have got two put options at 50 here. As the stock goes down, you start making money. So that's why it's one of my favorite strategy. You could implement this on especially high octane stocks or high multiple stocks. And one of my favorite ways is to make sure, typically I love to do it on high valuation stocks, and also when the stocks have got high RSI. Keep watch on this RSI here. I love to do it on a high RSI. That's why BPMC is not a good candidate. I would rather go and do it for the high octane stocks here. We got a lot of these high RSI stocks. Keep a watch on the RSI here. In here, all the RSIs are low. But if I go back to my previous page here, as you can see here, we got few high octane stocks here with high RSI. Look, ITCI is a good candidate here, high RSI. You could also keep watch here, keep going down here, and look at the high RSI, and do it on such stocks here. Off late in this market, there is not too many of those. That's why you got to be a little bit careful. And one more way I find these type of stocks is to go to Finviz platform here. As you go to Finviz platform, you could just go to the home tab here. In the home tab, typically tells you the gainers. As you look at these top gainers here, I'll look at some of these top gainers, and also look at some of these new highs. If a stock is a new high or a top gainer, then I do this strategy by looking at their valuation. If valuation is sky high, call me a put option buyer or a put back spread buyer. So that's why you make money. You may make money off of these high valuation stocks, and by doing some option strategies. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. So in a nutshell, when the market is in extreme fear zone, avoid the stocks with a high valuation. So if you're a long-term stockholder, don't buy these stocks, high valuation stocks. Instead, what you could do is, we got some examples here like ITCI, MRTX, and so on. These are all high valuation names. So instead of buying them at this time, do the option strategies here. We got high volatility option strategies that we looked at. You could buy a put outright like we've done for ITCI, or you could do a put spread, or even better, you could do put ratio back spread. That way you have you're buying more put options than selling. So that's one of the best strategies that I use all the time on these high octane stocks. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.